radio0.com. You can download our free apps which are available from Apple or Android store to listen with. Alhamdulillah, you have joined with a brand new show. This is the talent show wherein Alhamdulillah we get in touch with different reciters, whether it be the Quran or not nasheeds. So Alhamdulillah, on the line with me we have Molana Naeem from Bolton, and Alhamdulillah we're going to be joining with him just now. We're going to welcome him in our show today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Molana, how are you keeping today?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for inviting me to your
Alhamdulillah,
program.
it's a pleasure to have you in our program, as this is the first program after a very long time. Alhamdulillah, we've started once again the talent show, when we Alhamdulillah have various Naat and Nasheed reciters. So Alhamdulillah, it's good to have you, and I've heard, mashallah, that you're also into Nasheeds. Can you tell us a little bit, before we do move on to your Nasheeds, how you got into Nasheed and what made you, like what motivated you to
Oh,
be in this field?
I came to England in around 2003.
Mashallah.
I was born in Bolton, and then I lived in Africa for a number of years, and then I came into England around 2003, and then there was a program in Zakaya Masjid. I was around about 13, 14 years old, and they were from a masjid there. They had a madrasa for the blind, and three brothers came with the principal, and they came to Zakaya Masjid, and they recited all these different nasheeds, and that really got me. So I bought a cassette, and I took it home, and I put it in the player, and I started practicing a Subhu Bada. That was the first one I ever tried. Then from there, my passion for nasheeds progressed when I got into Darul Uloom. So when I was in Darul Uloom, I heard loads of different people praying, and I heard of different reciters around the world, and I thought, I can maybe practice and see if I can progress and get better. And that's how alhamdulillah I got there. Really, that's how it developed, and yeah, I've been going ever since.
MashaAllah, it's good to hear, Alhamdulillah. So, Maulana Naeem, we're going to ask you to, inshallah, ta'ala, praise some of your nasheeds for our listeners, inshallah, on Radio Seerah. And just to let you know, Alhamdulillah, Radio Seerah is a radio wherein people can listen to you in cars at home on 1575 AM. That's medium wave. And it also is online as well. So, Alhamdulillah, there are many, many people out there that are listening internationally, meaning globally, on www.radioseerah.com. So alhamdulillah, you're listening and tuned into the talent show, and we're going to be listening to now Molana Naeem, who's joined us all the way from Bolton, and he's going to be playing some beautiful Naat Nasheeds, inshallah
So
ta'ala.
I'm going to play a combination of all different nas that I've recited from loads of different people. It's just going to be mixed, Let's see. We'll start off with Hey Nazar Mein. Sure. And so we'll start with that, and then slowly we'll move on to few different nats here and there.
Yeah, inshallah. Go ahead, bismillah, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hey nazar mein jamale habib khuda unki tasveer सीने में मौजूद है ए नजर में जमाल हबीब खुदा उनकी तस्वीर सीने में मौजूद है जिसने ला कर कलाम इलाही दिया वो मोहम्मद मदीने में मौजूद है वो मोहम्मद मदीने में मौजूद है फूल खिलते हैं पर के सोले अला फूल खिलते हैं पर के सोले अला झूम कर कह रही है इबादत सबासी खुशबू چمن کے گلوں میں کہاں جو نبی کے پسینے میں موجود ہے جس نے لا کر کلام الہی دیا وہ محمد مدینے میں موجود ہے وہ محمد مدینے میں موجود ہے Now, inshallah, I'll do another knot. Inshallah, that, Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah. I'm sure everybody's aware of that one. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا الہ الا اللہ تیرے صدقے میں آقا سارے جہاں کو دین ملا بے دینوں نے کلمہ پڑھا لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل اللہ ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ علیہ الہ الا اللہ سمت نبی بو جہل گیا آقا سے اس نے یہ کہا کرو نبی بتلاؤ ذرا میری مٹھی میں ہے کیا سمت نبی بو جہل گیا آقا سے اس نے یہ کہا کرو نبی بتلاؤ ذرا میری مٹھی میں ہے کیا آقا کا فرمان ہوا اور فضل رحمان ہوا مٹھی سے پتھر بولا لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل اللہ ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ Something in Arabic. Never done this actually. I hardly pray in Arabic. I thought I'd try something. Someone from Mishari. This one is. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mustafa, Mustafa, منبع للصفا سيد الأنبياء مشعل في الوفا كان في عطفه لليتامى دفاع حن قلبي له فاض شوقا إليه ليس أرجو سوى شربة من يديه الصلاة عليه والسلام عليه مصطفى مصطفى منبع للصفا سيد الأنبياء مشعل في الوفا كان في عطفه لليتامى دفاع حن قلبي له فاض شوقا إليه ليس أرجو سوى شربة من يديه الصلاة عليه والسلام عليه للسماء ارتقى فأتى بالنقار غدا وجهه غيرا مشرقا كان من عفوه حين حان اللقاء قال فلتذهبوا أنتم الطلقاء مصطفى مصطفى منبع للصفا سيد الأنبياء مشعل في الوفاء كان في عطفه لليتامى دفاع لليتامى دفاع لليتامى دفاع. I understand I'm giving snippets, but this time we go to as many inshallah that we can all listen to. We have one that was recited by Junaid Jamshed. Meeta meeta pyara pyara. Meeta meeta pyara pyara mere Muhammad ka naam. Meeta meeta pyara pyara mere Muhammad ka naam. ہم سب بھیجے ان پہ ہزاروں لاکھوں درود و سلام. میٹھا میٹھا پیارا پیارا میرے محمد کا نام. خیر البشر و خیر الورا ہم سب کے رہنما خیر البشر خیر الورا ہم سب کے رہنما اس وانی کی راہ عمل ہے زندگی میں چراغ. ہم سب بھیجے ان پہ ہزاروں لاکھوں درود و سلام. کامل انسان محبوب زدہ محبوب ہر خاص و عام. میٹھا میٹھا پیارا پیارا میرے محمد کا نام. میرے محمد کا نام. نبی دوسرے. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. نبی دوسرے پیشوا بن کے آئے محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. نبی دوسرے پیشوا بن کے آئے محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. وہ مکہ کی ساختی وہ طائف کا منظر. وہ مکہ کی ساختی وہ طائف کا منظر. محمد خدا کی رضا بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. نبی دوسرے پیشوا بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. محمد مگر مصطفیٰ بن کے آئے. कभी महफिल इब्तिदा को सजाया कभी महफिल इब्तिदा को सजाया कभी नुक्ते इंतहा बन के आए मोहम्मद मगर मुस्तफा बन के आए मोहम्मद मगर मुस्तफा बन के आए नबी दूसरे पेशवा बन के आए मोहम्मद मगर मुस्तफा बन के आए मोहम्मद मगर मुस्तफा बन के आए
MashaAllah, very, very beautiful nasheeds there by Molana Ismail. He's live all the way from Bolton. Jazakallah Molana for joining us. And before we do leave, inshallah, I want to ask you to give a few minutes advice to our listeners, inshallah, on radio. So just a few minutes of your time, inshallah.
You kind of put me on the spot there, to be honest. In terms of advice, I don't know what advice I can give, to be honest. But I think what I have learned through, from becoming Farig and from graduating from is that, your niyat, innamal a'malu bin niyat, that your actions are in accordance to their intentions. So every time we try and do something and try and, we intend to make an effort, then we should always try to keep our intentions in check. Meaning that we should always try to keep in mind that who are we doing it for? Why are we taking on this venture? Why are we doing this? For the sake of so we have to try and keep in mind, that we do it for the happiness, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that, it's important that we continue to keep it in check, because what tends to happen is that as we begin a venture, whether it be charity, praying the sheet somewhere, or anything it is, our trajectory it kind of moves, and we tend to start growing an attitude. That's why they say that it's always important to keep your intentions in check, to keep your your niyats and reflect on what's going on. Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? What do I need to do? No, I can't do this now. I need to kind of, move away from that. I'm doing it for this purpose. The purpose is to support these people that are in need, or the support, my intention is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So always keep your intentions in check, and whatever we can do, we do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we erase whatever attitude and whatever that's within our hearts, we try and move that away. So then we can, purely the support is always, you'll see the support, it'll be better, it'll be greater, and you'll have a positive mind as well. So that's all that comes into my head right now. You kind of put me on the spot, so I said whatever I could that was in there. Jazakallah Molana.
Jazakallah Molana for that. I'm sure that little advice inshallah will go a long way and will benefit so many of our listeners. Jazakallah Molana for taking out your time, and we hope to have you in the future as well for programs like this inshallah. So Jazakallah Molana.
No, Jazakallah for calling me. Jazakallah. It was an honor. Nice.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, mashallah, that was Molana Muhammad Naeem from Bolton. Alhamdulillah, bring a beautiful naat and nasheeds for us. So Jazakallah Molana for that, for taking out your time and giving us, mashallah, some beautiful naat and nasheeds. Yes, you're listening to Radio Seerah 1575 AM, also streaming live on www.radioseerah.com. You can download our free apps which are available from Apple or Android store to listen with. Inshallah ta'ala, in a short while, don't leave us. In a short while we will be having another special guest, not from UK, This is a special guest from South Africa. South Africa, very long, far away, subhanAllah country. Will be joining us. Will be Muhammad Yasin Chunara. Muhammad Yasin Chunara, who's been on the radio many times, but it was a very long time ago. We're gonna try to get him on again in our programs regularly. MashaAllah, he's got the talent out there, and he recites very beautiful naat and nasheeds. So we're hoping to join up with him after this short break. Make sure you stay tuned in. Continue listening to Radio Seerah 1575 AM.
Salam, Faya Ilah. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I raise my hands in the air. I'll make a prayer. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. Just to see him standing with the Salihin welcoming them. And then he motions to me to come forward and drink from his hands. But I'll be motionless, just staring at this most beautiful man. Who saved me from hellfire, pleading to Allah, Ya Ummati, Ya Ummati. So blessed slave, enter Jannah for eternity. Look what Allah's mercy and blessings have brought. This is what you strive for, what you sent for. I wanna go where no eyes never seen, no ears never heard, no mind can imagine. Paradise, no more tests, no more tears, no more trials. Paradise, just to hold my mother in my arms. Paradise, where I'll gaze into my children's eyes. Paradise.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here's a very beautiful nasheed there by Zain Baker Jannah. Yes, keep listening to Radio Seerah 1575 AM. Also streaming live on www.radioseerah.com. You can download our free apps which are available from Apple or Android store to listen with. We're just waiting for Muhammad Yasin Chunara. I think he is joining us now, and just waiting for him to put his video on, inshallah ta'ala. So we will be with him live on Radio Seerah. You can watch this on Facebook as well as YouTube. So we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So alhamdulillah, we do have him on the line with us. We'll go straight to him right now. This is the talent show on Radio Seerah 1575 AM. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to yourself, Molana, and to all the listeners of Radio Seerah.
MashaAllah, how are you keeping today, Muhammad Yasin Chunara? It's been a very long time since I've had you on the radio, but it's a pleasure to have you today, alhamdulillah. How are you keeping?
Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, tabarak wa ta'ala, I'm well. And how are you doing, Molana?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, keeping well. And can you tell us a little bit about your latest nasheeds or anything that you've just released recently?
So I have a few nasheeds, inshallah, that will be put on my new CD, which is my fifth CD, which will be launched in the next 2 or 3 months, inshallah.
Inshallah, mashallah. I'm sure everyone's going to be looking forward to that. Okay, Muhammad Yasin Chunara, we're going to ask you to, inshallah, pray some nasheeds for our listeners. So I'm sure you've got a huge collection of nasheeds lined up for our listeners in the next 15-20 minutes that we have with you, inshallah.
Yeah, I'll do my best, inshallah.
Inshallah. Go ahead when you're ready. You can start.
First of all, let us recite durood upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. तूने मेरे मौला मुझे मक्के में भुलाया, तूने मेरे मौला मुझे मक्के में भुलाया, भुलाया यूं मेरे मुक़द्दर को खुदा तुमने जगाया, जगाया यूं मेरे मुक़द्दर को खुदा तुमने जगाया। देखूं तेरा दरबार यतीमे मेरी तमन्ना, देखूं तेरा दरबार यतीमे मेरी तमन्ना, मुद्दत मुद्दत का मेरे दिल का ये अरमान है भराया, भराया तूने मेरे मौला मुझे मक्के में भुलाया, भुलाया यूं मेरे मुक़द्दर को खुदा तुमने जगाया। क्यों जाऊं किसी और के दर पर तेरे होते, क्यों जाऊं किसी और के दर पर तेरे होते, मौला तू करम कर मैं बरे दूर से आया, आया तूने मेरे मौला मुझे मक्के में भुलाया, बुलाया यूं मेरे मुक़द्दर को खुदा तुमने जगाया। जहाँ रोज़ाए पाके खैरुल वरा है, वो जन्नत नहीं है तो फिर और क्या है। कहाँ में कहाँ ये मदीने की गलियां, ये किस्मत नहीं है तो फिर और क्या है। जहाँ रोज़ाए पाके खैरुल वरा है, वो जन्नत नहीं है तो फिर और क्या है। मोहम्मद की अज़मत को क्या पूछते हो कि वो साहिबे काबा को सेन तेरे बशर की सरे अर्शे मेहमान नवाजी, बशर की सरे अर्शे मेहमान नवाजी, ये अजमत नहीं है तो फिर और क्या है। कहाँ में कहाँ ये मदीने की गलियां, ये किस्मत नहीं है तो फिर और क्या है। اور جو آسی کو کاملی میں اپنی چھپا لے، جو دشمن کو بھی زخم کا کر دعا دے، اسے اور کیا نام دے گا زمانہ، اسے اور کیا نام دے گا زمانہ، وہ رحمت نہیں ہے تو پھر اور کیا ہے، کہاں میں کہاں یہ مدینے کی گلیاں، یہ قسمت نہیں ہے تو پھر اور کیا ہے، جہاں روزائے پاکے خیر الورا ہے، وہ جنت نہیں ہے تو پھر اور کیا ہے. Inshallah, for my next one, I'll be reciting a hamd in the praise of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And I would request all the listeners to recite with me, inshallah. Like this, we are also engaging in the dhikr of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allahu, 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 Paru, Allahu, 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 Allahu. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, amanna bi rasulillah, Allahu, 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 Allahu. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله، حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله، نور محمد صلى الله، نور محمد صلى الله، لا إله إلا الله، الله 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 اللہ 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 اللہ. اور مولا دل کا زنگ چھڑا، قلب نوری پائے جلا، مولا دل کا زنگ چھڑا، قلب نوری پائے جلا، دل کو کر دے آئینہ، دل کو کر دے آئینہ، جس میں چمکے یہ کلمہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، آمنا برسول اللہ. پڑھو اللہ 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 اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، محمد رسول اللہ. نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں، نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں، بس اسی بات سے گھر میں میرے رحمت ہوگی، ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا، رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام سے راحت ہوگی اور یہ سنا ہے کہ بہت گور اندھیری ہوگی اور یہ سنا ہے کہ بہت گور اندھیری ہوگی پر قبر کا خوف نہ رکھنا اے دل قبر کا خوف نہ رکھنا اے دل وہاں سرکار دو عالم کی زیارت ہوگی ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام سے راحت ہوگی اور کہیں یاسین کہیں طٰہٰ کہیں واللیل اور اس پس میں میرا رب یاد کرے کتنی دلکش میرے محبوب کی صورت ہوگی ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام سے راحت ہوگی Inshallah, I'll be reciting my final kalam, and this is dedicated to all the mothers out there, inshallah. Bismillah. خدا نے مجھے کو دیا ماں تیری دعاؤں سے ماں تیری دعاؤں سے ماں کی دعا جنت کی ہوا ماں کی دعا جنت کی ہوا جہاں جہاں بھی گیا لوگ دل بچانے لگے یہ تیرا میرا ماں تیری دعاؤں سے تیری دعاؤں سے ماں تیری دعاؤں سے ماں کی دعا جنت کی ہوا 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 جزاک اللہ. Over to you, Molana.
Jazakallah Muhammad Yasin Chunara for all those beautiful nasheeds that you've just prayed for our listeners today. And we really appreciate your time. And mashallah, I remember since a young age, since you're really, really young, mashallah, I've been hearing you all the time on radio, Seerah, as well as many other Islamic radio stations as well. So alhamdulillah, your nasheeds have been playing on our radio station as well. And we will also follow up with the latest nasheeds that you have, inshallah, and we'll try to have them played on our radio station as well. So really appreciate your time, Muhammad Yasin Chunara.
I must just say, Molana, that I would like to apologize to you and to the listeners as my voice is not up to scratch. I have a slight flu, So I make maaf for that.
No problem, no problem. It was, mashallah, really, really good, alhamdulillah, after a very long time to hear you. So, jazakallah so much once again, and I hope to, inshallah ta'ala, have you in another program like this in the near future. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, mashallah, that was Muhammad Yasin Chunara joining us. Alhamdulillah, before that we had Molana Naeem Ismail from Bolton for the first time on Radio Seerah. So alhamdulillah, this is the challenge show when we try to get various Quran and Nasheed reciters. We used to have this program a very long time back on Radio Seerah as well as a different radio station. And alhamdulillah, it used to go very well. So if you got any feedback, please do send us your feedback for this program and all the other programs that are happening on Radio Seerah 1575 AM. I will be taking leave now, and I hope to see you inshallah ta'ala in another week with the same type of program, the talent show. From me, Molana Huzaifah, I will see you inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.